I thought I was unhelpable. And I didn't think I was going to pull out of this one. And I pulled out of it, and this is what pulled me out of it. This, right here, pulled me out of it. Well, along with God, and I guess he just got tired of my wailing and lamenting, or his angels went and had several conferences with him and begged, because I was too difficult to deal with. I don't know. I'm sure when I get to heaven, the first thing my angel's going to do is punch me in the face and say, dude, you don't know how difficult it was to keep you alive. I mean, do you know, like you can get in a little while, but I'm going to pummel you first because you wore me out. And I'm a divine being more powerful than anything you could ever imagine. Okay, so let's get to ruler. This gentleman, Mark Brackett, had an uncle who asked him how he felt. He grew up in a really tough situation. You read it in the book. Was underfunctioning. His parents didn't know how to parent him, and he struggled a lot. Really was bullied, went through a lot of pain, and his uncle finally, at some point in his life, asked him, "How are you feeling?" And it changed his life. And his uncle was an educator and was already had some ideas, and they started talking, and out of those talks came this book. It started to help Mark so much, changed his life. He went to Yale and it became his life's work. And that's where this came from. You got cutting edge research. The most new and up-to-date research is available in this book. So what I'm going to tell you is proven to work. It's no longer speculative. So what is he's got a program he calls Ruler. It's what he teaches. Ruler. It's an acronym, and the R stands for recognize. The U stands for understand. The L stands for label. E stands for express, and R stands for regulate. So this is with regard to your emotions. He talks about the ruler skills in chapters 4 through 8 of his book. So this is what you need to learn to do if you're going to function better as a human being and affect your central nervous system, your regulatory system in your brain. If you want to, when your brain perceives a threat, because I want to add this to it, when your brain perceives a threat, your autonomic nervous system goes into action without your permission. Okay? Your limbic system is the old part of the brain. It will pop your cortex off of it'll pop the lid off your brain, and you'll start to react before you can think. Okay, your emotions can be triggered by things inside your brain and things that are outside here, circumstances. And things in your brain that are memories that are associated with past trauma or past negative emotions can be triggered by things unconsciously or consciously in your relationship, and you may not even know what causes you to react the way you do. You might even know why you don't like someone, but you don't like them because you associate them with someone maybe that your brain stored a memory with that something negative was associated with. Okay, it might have been done to you or someone you love. You may not even know. So this is not just about controlling and dealing with your emotions. This is about helping to regulate your central nervous system and your brain, which controls your whole body. It controls everything. And when it stops functioning right, nothing functions right. And forget prayer. When you get in that place, forget praying forget reading the Bible, and forget going to God. You're out of control. Your brain, God created your brain, okay? And your brain controls your body. And your body affects your soul, which is a spirit being. It's an entity that continues to exist when our body dies. But you know, while we're on this earth, we're in our body. And our brain via our feelings and what is going on in our lives that causes us to feel, our brain can hijack our soul and our spirit and take it places and cause us to behave in ways that we never thought we would behave. That's the importance of what I'm telling you as a Christian. When I started to understand this, it changed my life. It took me out of the abyss of feeling ashamed about how I had been behaving and realized, and it helped me to understand what was going on in my brain. It wasn't just my circumstances, it was my brain. And it was connected to my feelings. It was causing me to feel, my feelings were dysregulating my brain, and my brain was dysregulating my feelings. And I didn't realize it. And I've been doing counseling for 40 years, and I've read a lot of books, and I've gone to a lot of seminars, and I've studied the Bible, and I've prayed really, 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 really hard, and I've journaled for 35 years. And I've had a daily devotion every day for as long as I've been a Christian. But I've journaled for 35 years. I've got a box of journals this big. I meant to bring it tonight, I forgot. It was going to be a show and tell. You should see the last 5. This much. Written. Imagine that many pages. And then I highlighted it. And I put little tabs. I color-coded them. For the bad things, the good things, the answers to prayer, the conflicts, the horrors. I can't even go back. When I even look at it, I get triggered. I had to stop journaling. And this made me start doing what I'm going to teach you. So it changed my life. I'm a real person, and I didn't think I was going to recover. For 4 years, and though if you don't believe me, you can go and ask, at least you can ask Bernard, Jeremy, and Sean, that I've been asking them for 5 years to kill me or to hire someone to kill me and just make it quick so that I don't know that it's coming. Make it quick and painless. And I've asked many other people, just kill me. And you know, part of it was joking, but part of it was not. Even the Apostle Paul said, you know, part of me wants to stay here and be with you because you need me. And I know that God has more work for me to do. But there's another part of me that wants to depart and be with the Lord, which is far better. I was done. I was done. And now here I am. I might have found my true life calling that I've never done, that might be better than anything I've ever done. Find your mess, you find your ministry, you find your crap, you find your calling.